In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make Ermac into a combo machine with Janet Cage. Now look, some of the things we came up with are probably one of the coolest combos in the game. We're going to go into some ranked matches, and then later I'm going to take you into training mode and show you how to master everything about Janet and Ermac. Let's get right into it. Starting it off, we're facing a Peacemaker and Khameleon, so we're ready to hold block for about 25 seconds at a time. Now, I won't tell you what, but there's something poking my desk right now, and it's coming from my pants. If you're enjoying the video so far, like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps me grow in more ways than one. Next up, we're facing another Ermac. Let me know down below what cameo you're using with him. He drops the combo, but he brings it to a point. I feel like Janet Cage has been tweaked in a way where she feels off. Is that just me? Next up, we're facing a Mileena, and she immediately upblocks and sets the tone for the match. I'm not gonna lie, my butt cheeks are already clinched. I mean, I'm grabbing on tight like there's something between them. If there's anything I missed, there's the link to my Discord in the description. And now let's get into training mode and show you so much stuff that I could not show you so far. Okay, first things first, we are going to be using Janet. But if you know this channel, we're going to explore every single cameo with Ermac, and we're eventually going to master all of them. But the reason I actually went with Janet Cage is because she was the coolest looking combos with Ermac that I could find. And on top of that, she actually boosts Ermac's damage, so it's actually competent. I mean, Ermac has like negative damage. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, don't get me wrong. speaking, like, he's a really heavy rushdown cancel character. So if he was to have really good damage, he'd be very broken. But I think he's pretty fair. So there's actually a couple of ways you can go about it. You can actually use this move right here for the main Janet combos without the stance, and that will actually pop up and give you a lot more damage than you would normally get. Or you can be like me and you can use the stance combo right here. When you have somebody in this lift which costs 1 bar, you get a stance for free and you have enough time to go and attack. And here's what this combo would look like. So 44% for that, that's pretty damn good considering Ermac's damage. If you don't want to use the stance combos, here's what I have come up with, although I haven't explored it as much. So 44% again, although that combo is so long that you kind of need to be able to predict where you're going. That's why I didn't go for the extra damage. If you are going towards the corner, you can actually get a standing 4, just a regular kick, and it'll boost your damage by about 5. Now there are a few things that I found recently that it's worth mentioning. During these cancels, a lot of people will try to backdash you or poke you or something like that. And if they do try to poke you, you can back out and simply go for the sweep. And the nice thing about this sweep is you could actually cancel it with Janet. Now look, it's not going to be a whole lot of damage. Getting damage off of a non-50-50 character that is getting 50-50s because of Janet Cage is pretty damn good. Like, nobody's going to expect you to hit this combo in game. And here's what it would look like. It's about 294 for a low combo. You can also not use the meter and get about 260, but it's a nice option to have to go for the low. And the reason I say that is because you also have the option to go for the overhead. And once you do land the overhead, it is the same exact combo as the 1-2. Let me show you what I'm talking about with both scenarios. $443, about the same damage, a little more. Now look, if you are struggling with this combo for the puppet, here's a tip. Whenever you get the little lift, just simply backdash, then call Janet, and then go for the full combo. It'll make the entire combo a lot easier because then you don't have to manage moving Janet Cage, which just makes it a whole hell. Now off the overhead, there's a lot of ways you can go about it. And if you don't want to use the puppet, there's still a lot of combos you can do with just regular Janet Cage. And let me show you what I'm talking about. So about 383, and you get a pretty decent amount of corner carry. And you can use the first combo I showed you too with the 1-2. Or you can go into this little move right here, and it'll also get you some decent damage not using a bar. So 442, about the same exact damage, and relatively very easy to perform. Now let me show you some cancelable combos that you can trick people into. For example, with this knee, you're able to float, and with this float comes either an overhead or a low. And the low, actually, if you meter burn it with 2 bars, you can get a full combo, and let me show you what it looks like. So about 368 off a pretty cheeky mix-up, might I add. Like, this can go into so many different things. We got the overhead. We got just the regular combo and pressure. You can go into the sweep combo I showed earlier. I mean, there's endless opportunities. Keep in mind they can like uppercut you while you go for this knee move. But now let's get to the corner combos, the juicy stuff. Here's what I got for you so far. So about 44% each. If there's any way to optimize it, of course we'll find out in the upcoming days. But if you like going off the meta and doing flashy stuff, here's a video of me mastering about 4 or 5 characters with Darius.